It's time for the NFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Carolina. It's the Vikings and the Panthers, coming up next.
It's been the home of the Panthers since 1996. Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. We welcome you to EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. Coming up, a terrific matchup to decide who represents the NFC in the Super Bowl. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Carolina Panthers. The George Halas Trophy awaits the winner of this one, as well as a spot in the Super Bowl. Thanks for being with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. Greg, the anticipation's thick. Love this moment where we have a champion in the NFC crowned on this field. Couple of teams that don't like each other. What are you going to be watching for in this one, partner?
Yeah, I think one of the coolest things about these conference championship games, Mike, is how well these two teams know each other. When you find yourself here in the NFC, you're playing, not maybe every year, but you're playing each other a lot. You know their tendencies, you know the roster, you know the opposing coaching staff. There's some bad blood built up, not only over the course of this season, but previous ones. And tell you what, we wanted the best two teams in the conference with a game on the line to go to the Super Bowl, and I think we got it.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. In motion, it's Jefferson. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And that'll be a short gain up to the 27-yard line. 2nd down and 8. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Oh, intercepted on the 2nd play of the game. Picked off by Christian Rosegood. And he's going to bring this one back. Wow, less than a minute into the game. It's a pick 6 and an early touchdown. You get the ball to start the game thinking you'll score on offense. Instead, they allow the defense to be the first on the board in this one.
So now the question is, Mike, do you allow this to linger the rest of the day? You've dug yourself a pretty big hole here to start, but you've got to pick yourself up and realize this game is far from over, and we now got to get the ball back and establish some early rhythm.
So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. That's complete. Some more on the right side. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Here now, 3rd and 5. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. He's got his tight end, Hawkinson. 15-yard pickup there. 1st down, Minnesota.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
To throw once more. Here's McCarthy. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. And this ball's intercepted by J.C. Horn. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. A pick six for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see. And it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum builder.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
He fields it at the 8. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. He'll find his tight end, Josh Oliver. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's second and 3 to go. A little play action here with McCarthy. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Derek Brown, former 7th overall selection, gets the sack there. 3rd and long. Looking to throw. McCarthy. That's caught left side by Hockenson.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time, and they're led by Bryce Young, the #1 overall pick, Greg, out of Alabama back in 2023.
These are the type of games, Mike, where you can become a legend, not only for your franchise, but to the entire city. His play throughout the year has helped them get to the point where the NFC Championship is taking place in their stadium. And if he's able to continue to play at that high level over these next 4 quarters, his team's going to have a real shot to end the weekend as NFC champions.
They'll run here. The former Canadian track star, Chuba Hubbard, will take it. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big gain, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare him to stop it.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face second down and 7. Out of the shotgun, Young. Quick throw here is complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down. From the gun, it's Young. And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They need to start making some inroads here, down 2 scores, as they begin this drive with first down. To throw is McCarthy. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They run straight ahead with Jones. He'll manage only a couple. Christian Roseboom there on the tackle. They need 8 as they come up for third down. Here's McCarthy. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, like living in these 3rd and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This is taken at his own 30. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. The Panthers offense ready to take over once again. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. Get this drive started on the ground. It's Hubbard. And it's a short pickup to about the 42. That's Andrew Van Ginkel in on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now they'll pitch it out here. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line. 1 quarter down, 3 to go on the road to the Super Bowl. 16-0 is our score. And we'll return to Charlotte in a moment. Third and long. To throw is Young. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Looking up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. To the right side, he's got Hopkinson, his tight end. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. He'll throw it left and has his running back. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. McCarthy going to look to throw again. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
As a play caller, those are the plays that just drive you crazy, Mike. You think you're going to pick up the 1st down, you get tackled just shy of the sticks, and now a little bit of a gamble here on 4th down.
And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Here's Young. It's complete to Evans. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Young hands it to Hubbard. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Finding room across midfield. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Concern on that sideline here in this NFC Championship game. On 1st down, it's right back to Hubbard. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Hubbard. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire 1st half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Another run here with Hubbard. Lane fills quickly. Only managed to get this to the 14. Here's 2nd and 9. On the give, it's Hubbard. And this offensive line creating running space. He'll get 6 and get inside the 10-yard line. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Hubbard. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal. Some good running there. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Concern on that sideline here in this NFC Championship game. They'll try to run this one in. Trying to fight his way into the end zone, but they will mark him short. Down at the 1. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. On play action, Young. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Tommy Tremble. Touchdown, Panthers. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. We'll get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The visitors' offense about ready to take over once more. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short. In motion, it's Jefferson. On play action, here's McCarthy. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll return with more of the NFC Championship game after this. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. On the give, it's Jones. Here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And some good running on that return as he takes it up close to midfield. The Panthers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They've opened up a big lead already, trying to put this one to bed maybe before halftime. Another drive starts here with 1st and 10. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Blake Cashman up from the linebacker's spot to make the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Here's a carry for Dowdle. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you can have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the 2nd quarter clock. The Panthers going to turn things over to the field goal unit. This will be an even 40-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Panthers going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. So, we've hit halftime here in the NFC Championship game as we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, where the coaches, Jonathan Coachman, has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Which one of these two clubs is going to be Super Bowl bound? We'll find out in just a little bit. But first, time to look ahead to the AFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the Denver Broncos doing battle with the Baltimore Ravens. We saw a strong first half out of the Alabama man and former #1 selection, Bryce Young. He's got a touchdown through the air as his guys have raced out to a gigantic early lead. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Coach, thank you, and the rain only intensifying as the teams are back out here for what figures to be a sloppy second half to come. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Panthers offense ready to go as we give you a look at the current playoff race. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now Dowdle. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
17 yards, the gain there. It's good for a Panther first down.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. A big play for the Panthers. 32 yards. On the ground, it's Dowdle. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll run with Dowdle. And he'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down. They'll go. Young. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
He'll work forward for a couple. Nick Scott up from the secondary for the tackle. McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. It is Harold Landry walking his way in for the sack.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
The Panthers offense getting set to get back to work. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the 3rd quarter. They might be looking to grind out some first downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock. They'll begin here on the ground. And a spirited run there, somehow managing to gain a couple of yards. A 2nd down throw for Young. Quick hitting slant there. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Now Young. Open man downfield is Lee Gett. His first catch of this NFC Championship game. Good enough for a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Well, Mike, you know the old saying, the more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good gain.
Now the first running back taken in the draft in April. It's Jonathan Brooks. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. To throw is Young. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
The PAT, up and good. And the Panthers stretch things out even further. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense headed back to take over once more. This secondary will get a lot of the credit. 3 picks so far. But, Greg, the pass rush has been relentless as well.
Yeah, I think it's super important, Mike, that we point out just how much the pass rush and then the secondary coverage works together. The more that rush gets home, the faster that ball gets out. We can play certain coverages knowing the timing of the quarterback has to be sped up. So often, the teams that are the most successful in this league, Mike, they have the best understanding. When our back end and our front end are working in unison, man, it puts a lot of pressure on not only the quarterback, but the entire offense.
A run with the fullback hand. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains in the NFC Championship game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. 3rd and 9. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. On 4th down, here's McCarthy. This is caught. He's got a long way to go.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Panthers. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the 4th.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let-up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
Now, for the point after. The kick is good. Panthers add on to their already sizable lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Aaron Jones that time. And that will lead to a 2nd down. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Into the familiar hands of Justin Jefferson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To throw, it's McCarthy. A ball deep for the end zone. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The home team's offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. And he's shedding tacklers left and right, winding his way for a gain of 8. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. We're going to run right over center with Hubbard. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down. Here's Hubbard. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. second down and 3. On the ground, this is Hubbard. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5. Young hands it to Hubbard. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
On first down, it's right back to Hubbard. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down. Off the play fake. Here's Young. And that's going to be incomplete, but there's a penalty flag on the field. We'll let the officiating crew sort this one out. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. A give up the middle, it's Hubbard. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Back to crown the NFC champion after this. They'll run it here with Hubbard. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming. They'll go again with Hubbard. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Greg, in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Not going for 2. They'll kick the point after. The kick is good. And the Panthers will add 1 more onto their big lead. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This is taken in at the goal line. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The visitors' offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. That's complete to Moore on the right side. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
The motion man is Sanders. It's first down, and they'll run. A gain there of 13 yards.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game. I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's over. It's a win for the Panthers. And they will celebrate a conference championship. They're off to the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time as they look to claim the franchise's first ever Lombardi trophy. So that'll do it for Greg Olson, our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. We'll see you in 2 weeks in New Orleans for Super Bowl 59. Till then, good night, everyone.